friends. Holiness. What is it? It's not perfection, and it's not sinlessness. It's being like God. He said, "Be ye holy, for I am holy." So he commanded us to be like him. It has nothing to do with sin. It has nothing to do with this world directly. It has to be with going after God, letting his attributes be our attributes, his characteristics being our characteristics. And when we go after that, then that's the pure sense of the word. Yeah, it'll probably lead you to not wanting to sin, and it might lead you to stay away from worldly stuff. But really it's just pursuing God, pursuing his holiness, his character, the fruits of the Spirit. God was manifested in the man Christ Jesus. He was God in the flesh. How he spoke to people, how he acted to people, the words he said, the things he told us to do, his commandments. He said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." So we mixed it up and we try to keep the commandments, which is good, and we call that holiness, but we forgot the "if you love me" part. If you love me, keep my commandments. Because if we love him, we'll want to be with him. We'll want to be like him. If we spend time with him in prayer, then we'll be like him. We'll want to be like him. The things of this world, as the old song goes, will fade away. They'll grow strangely dim. That's holiness. It ain't turning off your TV. It ain't stop listening to rock and roll. Now those may come as a result, but that ain't it. It's chasing after God and getting his characteristics in us, becoming like him. The sanctification process, the process of letting go of our falling nature and picking up his nature. And it's a process, but it's a discipline, and it's something that we must do. It's something that we must pursue. It's being a disciple, to be disciplined, to follow, this Christ, the things that he told us to do, the way he lived his life. Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. See how he walked. That's how we walk. See how he talked. That's how we talk. See how he loved. See how he forgave. That's our goal. And it's a process to the day we die. But I remember when John Wesley, he believed in the concept of entire sanctification, that you could just be entirely sanctified, which pretty much meant perfect, Christian perfection. And somebody asked him, they said, "Do you believe in this Christian perfection?" He said, "Yes, I do, but I have not yet ascertained it." Probably nobody will this side of glory. Nobody will this side of glory, I should say. But is that your goal? to go in the process as far as we can go before He calls us home. Have you started the process? Do you consider yourself a disciple? Are you disciplined in some Christian things that we know we need to do? Prayer, Bible study, Christian fellowship, church attendance, Christian 101. Do you care if we're holy or not? Because I believe there's coming a day, and I believe it's coming soon. And I could be wrong, but I think this persecution is going to come, and it's going to put a divide between the wheat and the tares, the goats and the sheep. He said His sheep will hear His voice. He said, in this world you will have tribulation. Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. He said to take up your cross daily. Deny yourself. Do you want a holy lifestyle? Do you want to live a holy lifestyle? Holy literally means to be set apart, to be different. Have you started the process? That's the question. I challenge you this week. Start the process. I don't know how. Pray. Ask God to guide you. Read His Word. Things will fall in line. If you don't have a mentor, get yourself a mentor. Someone to help guide you. Someone older in the faith. Read, study, pray. Have some Christian fellowship. There's going to come a time where it won't be as easy, quote unquote, as it is to be a Christian in America. And if we can't do it now, how are we going to act in that day when real persecution's coming? If we can't be holy now, how can we be holy later? He's called us to a life of holiness, a life to be set apart, not like this world. That's why He said, if somebody, slaps you on the cheek, turn to the other side, let them slap the other side. That's hard. But some people will say, well, I think, that's interpreted it wrong. That's pretty simple. He said what He said. Love your neighbor as yourself. Most Americans have no issues with loving themselves. We love ourselves way too much. We have an issue with loving neighbor. You don't believe me? Just turn on the news. We hate each other. And what's tearing me up is when I get on Facebook or I get on the news and I see Christians not acting holy. And they think they're doing God's work. Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And let's just pray and read the Bible. Ask God to guide us. Start that holiness process. Start the sanctification process in your life. Ask Him to guide you in that if you have not already. Ask Him to be set apart from this world. Ask Him to guide you to a life of discipleship, so when we take our last breath here and we stand before Him, we hear the words, "Well done, thy good and faithful servant." Till next time, love you guys.